I'm JD Arland. I'm from Carmel High School. So happy to be on the T Stud show.
Hey, he got the nickname that I heard that since high school, man. So, what got you interested in broadcasting initially?
Man, I'm just like a lot of athletes. I started in Pop Warner middle school.
What position?
On the PA. Well, I was actually a PA
PA?
announcer. So
what
position? All behind the camera, but I was a PA announcer. Moved up to Indiana and actually chose Carmel High School because of the broadcasting. Got into doing TV and radio and that sort of thing. Started my own podcast, and now I'm just kind of branching out to other broadcast mediums.
That's what's up, man.
Thanks.
So explain your role with the MIC.
Yeah. So I work for a station called the MIC Network. We've got another guy here in our studio, Ryan, who also works for them. But we travel around central Indiana, and we call basketball and football games and put them out with the Indy Star, and we live stream them all around the state. So I'm a sports broadcaster. I do play-by-play. I got picked up for the basketball season, so I'm really excited to continue with them, but I'm having a lot of fun.
And what will you be majoring in college?
I'm majoring in strategic communication. I'm going to Purdue University, Boiler Up. Really excited to get started.
And your mom said you're going to be doing something on the Jumbotron.
Yes. Well, it was a tough audition process. I've been trying out for a while for Purdue, and I made the team as far as Purdue marketing goes, and I'll be introducing games and calling little halftime stats and that sort of thing up on the Jumbotron at possibly either Purdue football or Purdue basketball, depending on where I get placed this summer. But I mean, beyond my wildest dream, I've been going to Purdue games since I was a little kid, so getting to actually be on that Jumbotron and run it is just a dream come true.
So, Mom, I said I was going to put you on the spot. What do you want him to always remember?
Oh gosh, I want him to always remember to be kind and to do what makes him happy.
That's good. So, who are your reporting influences?
Reporting influences, I just try to do what I can to tell the story of the game, and I think Al Michaels does a great job with that. Bob Costa, some of the guys on NBC Sports, CBS, Phil Simms, those sort of guys. Growing up watching.
Favorite sport to cover?
That is such a tough. That's like choosing a favorite child. I don't know if I can properly.
You have brothers and sisters?
No, I'm the
So
only.
you're the favorite child?
Easy choice. I think football. I've been watching football
baby.
forever.
I got you. So looking back on it, what would you tell the 8th grade version of yourself entering high school?
I think a big quote that I learned throughout my high school experience, my broadcast teacher, Anna Kaiser, actually told me this, is that there's as much opportunity as hard work that you're willing to put in. I would have told myself that it's impossible to fail if you just try, because the only sense in failing is not trying. You know, there's no shame in trying something and not achieving it. So working hard, taking every single opportunity, like it's my last, I think that was important to learn throughout high school, that no broadcast is too small, no game is too insignificant to cover. Every opportunity is an opportunity to sharpen my skills.
That's good, man. So future goals?
I just want to keep doing what I'm doing, covering sports. I am majoring in strategic communication, which transcends into public relations. So
hey, that's my major, man.
Yeah, hey, there you go.
Do the daggone thing.
Yeah, so I want to go into media, want to talk to the media, but throughout high school, I've kind of learned that community service is a big passion of mine. So I want to go into a career where I'm doing something with sports and with the community. Yeah. So to enhance a community around a sports team, that'd be my goal.
That's what's up, man. So who do you have to shout out along your journey?
I'd have to shout out, she's in the studio with me, but I have to shout out my mom, my dad. They've been here, through everything from every 2 a.m. broadcast to every JV football game I've called. I mean, they've stuck by me through everything, nothing but constant support and love. And my family that's tuning in now as well has, throughout this whole 7 years that I've been doing this broadcast thing, they've been with me every step of the way.
And Ryan told me they had a name that they call you before he said the games or what you call. They said you're a legend around Carmel.
What is this?
They said you're a legend around Carmel.
The legend, my man JD Arland is a legend around Carmel. Like he'll post the most pointless tweet and you'll be like, and he gets like 30 something likes. I'm just like, all right. Well, you know what, we're rolling with it, then let's go. And it was crazy because he was at the Carmel State Championship game that we were covering as well. And it was just funny seeing him so excited because I'm just like, wow, the legend watching his school, win the state championship game. So yeah, definitely.
I get a lot of love on social media from this guy as much as anybody. Yeah. I love it. I never heard that before the show.
Yeah, it's an ongoing gag around the Meg Network, Mr. Jared and all of us.
So I don't even know if I